So Outlook has this great feature called voting. You can create an email and choose to set up some voting buttons, and Outlook will add up how many votes you get for each option. So let's see how to do that. The first thing you're going to do is click on New Email. And when you go into New Email, you'll be using your Options ribbon or menu. I'm going to create this email, but I'm going to send it to myself so that I can show you what happens both on the sender's end, the person who creates the email, and on the recipient's end, the person who reads the email. So I'm sending it to myself, and I'm going to ask that I vote for A, B, C, or D. So maybe I have 4 pictures here, and I'll label them A, B, C, or D. So I'm going to click on Options. And I'm going to go right here to Use Voting Buttons. When I click on the down arrow, you'll see there are some default choices, and sometimes that's all you need. Notice that each of these choices have semicolons between them, and that helps you to know how to set up your choices if you want to do a custom selection like I do. So I'm going to click on Custom, and right here where it says Use Voting Buttons, I'm going to type in A, and then I put a semicolon between each one, B, semicolon, C, semicolon, and D. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and click on Close. And you'll see a note that says you added voting buttons to this message. So I'm going to click Send. So this is going to show up in my email because I am the recipient or the person that it was sent to. So now we're going to look at this from the recipient's point of view. So I'm going to come up here and click on this email, and it's always a good idea to write vote in the subject line just to help get people's attention that that's what you want them to do. So if I come over to the message, you'll see right here it says this message includes voting buttons. Click here to vote. So you can just click and you can make your choice. You can also open up the email and vote there. If I open up the email, I get a note saying vote by clicking vote in the respond group above. And what they mean is come here, click on that down arrow, and there are your choices once again. So I'm going to click on B. Once again, it doesn't matter if you do it here or in the preview pane that we saw before. I don't need to say anything to the person, so I'm just going to click OK and close my window. Now, keep in mind, I am also the person sending the email. So now we're going to see what happens for the person who is the sender of the email. So right here, I am the sender of the email, and I'm getting a notification email letting me know that Leslie Williams voted for B. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'm also going to delete this one. Okay, now I want to look from the point of view of the person sending the email. I need to go into the sent items to see the email that I sent that has the voting buttons in it. Once I find that email, I can open it up and it will show me how many people voted for which option. So you can see here is the original email I sent, and you can tell by this little icon that has a little person with the check mark on it. So I'm going to open that original email up. And you'll notice that up here, the voting button has changed into the word tracking. So I can click on tracking, and it will total up everything at the top. It shows you that somebody voted for B, but nobody voted for A, C, or D. It will also show you all the people that voted and what their responses are. And that's all you need to know.